Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be repairing this iPod Nano 5th generation, and as you can tell by this battery, it needs a new battery. So I got this a few years ago, and the battery life was very bad, and I don't think it would last more than 10 minutes, and now it doesn't work at all. So yeah. So I got one, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, this battery, and let's just get straight to it. So I'm not completely sure how to repair one of these. Gonna get a new set of tweezers. This, yeah, like I said, I'm not very experienced in repairing iPod Nanos. Or like this one. Oops. And there you go. It's a switch. So it was in the lock position, I believe. If I line it up here, no, it's in the unlocked position, okay? And I'll link you guys the video I'm watching in the description below. It's from Hugh Jeffries, and yeah, that's basically it. And the screwdriver doesn't work. Now it works, okay. So there's 2 screws on the bottom here that you're supposed to remove. I think there's 2 more at the top. And actually there's one more for this headphone jack here. Yep, there's 2 more. So they screw in like this. So it's some adhesive. It's actually pretty strong adhesive. Okay. And there we go. So just looking at the video here. So in the video, the lock thing was set to lock. So I'm gonna change that. And then he just lifts this panel right out. And in his video, his battery was expanded out, and mine is not. So and then he does the bottom, and then he removes the upper glass, the protective plastic glass. Which I need to get out without breaking the LCD. I don't have any pry tools down here, so this is going to make it a little bit more difficult. So I think it's coming out now. Yes, it is. And it's coming up with the adhesive. I'll fix that later. So he removes front panel, and then he goes to remove this little camera lens back here. Oh, this is... He had a hard time in the video too, so this probably gonna have a hard time with this too, especially because I don't have any thin pry tools. Let me see how he does it. So he eventually gets it. Oh, I just spent the tweezers. About a really thin screwdriver bit. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, it's getting there. Okay. This side is completely flush. This side is the only way I can get it out. And it's out. So I think what happens here is that it just shaves off enough metal until there's a big enough gap for the lens to come out. And then he gets out a small plastic piece. Okay. I'll just put that there with it. And then he starts to pull out the bottom charging port. Okay. And I think, from what I remember from watching this video before, he does this to get the click wheel out of the iPod, this little wheel here. And yes, that is exactly what he does. And maybe I'll just put that back in there for now. So I'm gonna attempt to do this. Okay. Maybe a spudger will work. Oh, I'm bending the charging port a little bit. That's just bending the aluminum. It's actually not a nice sight to see. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it doesn't look nice. Okay. So, gonna do this a little bit off camera here because this seems a little bit difficult to do for me. So, try again. Yeah, the spudger here is too thick. Let me turn off the soldering iron. Okay, and then he just unclips it. So I got my finger under here. Okay. And then I hope I'm not damaging anything. And I did not. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. And okay, and then all I do is just disconnect it. There we go. And actually not need to go get something, so I'll be right back. I'm back. So just needed to get something from upstairs to downstairs. And so I've click wheels out. And okay, disconnects it. And then he proceeds to get it, start pushing it out. So I don't want to damage it. I've already damaged this charging port, which I should bend back. Okay, and yeah, so let me see how he starts to push it out. Okay. So he pushes it a little bit. Oops. And then just pushes it out like this. And he wasn't as careful in this case here because his screen was damaged, but mine is still intact. So I have to be careful when it comes to getting this out. Can I push it the other way? Okay. So it's coming out a little bit. Yeah, I'm just entering the battery if I push on it, to push on the screen. Now, I want to mention that this battery is soldered on. So that's why I have the soldering iron out. And okay. It's slowly coming out. You can see that gap there. Oh. Really don't want to damage this cable. It's slowly coming out. Slowly coming out. Okay, so every time I try to push it out, it just goes back in. So, don't know why it's doing that. Okay, just zoom out a little bit there. Okay. Spring fell out. Okay, I found the spring. Actually, you know what? I'm putting that spring on my magnet. Just to be safe. Extra safe. Okay. Here we go. It's very nerve-wracking. You don't want to damage anything. And some pointy edges. Huh. So, I saw in the video that Hugh Jeffries did something like this, but I hadn't got to that point yet, so, you know, where I could do that. Huh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I forgot to unstick the battery. I'm so stupid. And there goes the cable. There it goes. There goes the cable. There goes the battery connection. I'm so stupid for that. Well, I have this piece of metal. And let me unscrew this really quickly. Where's the screwdriver? Okay. Just remove this adhesive from magnet. Okay. And that is the only screw holding that in. And I think this is some sort of frame. How do I get this frame out? Oops. I think I have to get this frame out. Let me plug it in. Let me see if it's still able to boot up. So, power cable here. Let's see. And it still works. That's good. Although, not in a whole piece. Okay, let me attach this click wheel. Okay, so click wheel. Let's see if I still get click wheel function. And I do. Okay. So, click wheel is still working. That is good to see. So, and seeing the Hugh Jeffries video, you unscrew, I think. You detach the cables that are connected to it. That's the camera, and it should be able to come out just like that. Or am I wrong? Okay. Huh. No. Let me see here. Okay. So, did it from the back. Yeah, I have no idea how Hugh Jeffries did this. Okay. How do I get it out? That's my question. So, okay. Yeah, I get it. And it's out. So, this cable here uses a connector. Oops. And there it is, the motherboard of this iPod. Now, this headphone jack cable and whatever is attached to it, the microphone, is completely junk. So now okay, and then this little module thing is supposed to come out. What is this? It's damaged. But what is it? Oh, I think it's a speaker. A small speaker. Okay, so I guess this is going to be part 1 because, well, I've completely messed things up. So, yeah. So part 1 is going to be the disassembly, and part 2 is going to be reassembly. So I need to get new parts and everything. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in part 2.